Please welcome to the stage the fantastic Lisa. We're doing Ooh.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm in Seattle, Washington. I'm studying for my second master's degree, which is grounded in social and ecological change. Also, I recently joined the ranks of women of a certain age. Yeah, who's with me now? Can I get a woo? Is it hot in here? Yeah, thank you. And I don't want to leave anyone out, right? So men, women under 40, equal opportunity. This right here is menopause for all.
Yeah.
And those of us going through menopause during the COVID pandemic get kind of a special version of it. See, I don't even know. Because every time I get all hot and fired up, which is like 8 or 10 times a day, I'm like, COVID, hot flash. Hot flash. Seriously, it's like a whole competition has sprung up around this. Hey, how many times a day did you take your temperature? What about you? What about you? Yeah. Now, you've heard from some of us that there's superpowers in the house, right?
Mhm.
In my case, menopause has given me superpowers. No. Menopause powers, activate. All right, now this is menopause for all. So I need you to bring it with me now. Even with your cameras off, I'm going to know. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. No. Menopause powers, activate. Thank you. So in addition to those power surges I was just talking about, is this ability to just take on BS, bullshit or untruths, just take it head on. Look, time is short. And so I gravitate toward people and projects that can get things done. Basically, it's like I've joined this whole army of badass women and honorary women of a certain age. Have no tolerance for non-productive nonsense and the wisdom and ability to get shit done for our big blue marble.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And speaking of which, we menopausal women are not the only ones heating up right now. Gaia, Terra Mater, Mother Earth, right? So with these studies on social and ecological change, I've been looking into what we can do about climate change. Turns out that before calculating our carbon footprint or going vegan or building a little hobbit house in the hillside, like the kind that guy dragon lives in. Get this. We need to actually just talk about climate change. The challenge being that climate change and menopause are two things you do not talk about in this world. Kind of like politics and religion. Or, I don't know, how much I paid for that fancy thermometer I used to take my temperature 10 times a day. Yeah. But in the case of climate change, talking is like this gateway drug for getting people on board with the reality that it's happening and that people like you and me can do something about it.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, want some candy? Here's a climate crunchy choco bar. Fair trade, Rainforest Alliance certified. Eat this and save the orangutans. So, I volunteer at our local zoo, and people who go there really care about life on the planet. So I figured that'd be a great place to try talking to zoo guests about climate change. For the most part, all goes well. Until this one lady, and she says, "Oh, I don't believe in that theory." Now, I'm thinking I could use that superpower right about now. So help me out. 3, 2, 1. No. Menopause powers activate. Thank you. What theory? I asked, because I really need my question to her to land the right way. Because I'm either going to win an eco crusader or spawn an eco villain. And she says, oh, I know the earth is warming up. It's just, I believe it's a natural process. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Me too. It is. It's a perfectly natural response to the 40% increase in atmospheric carbon that we have generated since the Industrial Revolution. Right. You'd think these conversations might be easier in a place like Seattle. Seattle, the Emerald City. I mean, green is right there in the moniker. I get it though. It can start to feel overwhelming and people feel like they can't make a difference. So I'm working on that, figuring out ways to make it easier to talk about, on making that social and ecological change thing happen, one conversation, one relationship at a time. These conversations are hard though, especially now with everybody so on edge with COVID. I mean, it's hard to get people to get real about the fact that we're going to die soonish from this one thing when we're going to die right now from something else. I see this dissonance all the time in everyday places, like, say, the dog park. Have you ever noticed that at these places, people get just really hyper-focused on their dog and in the process lose sight of the big picture altogether? Take, for example, my dog, Loki. Now, he's this big Siberian Husky, and I'll admit it, okay? He acts like a dog. Chase other dogs, play, and in the process, it is not unusual that he'll put his mouth on a little dog. Okay, totally normal thing to do in dog language. Look, Loki's not going to eat little Fifi. That's his way of saying, hey, dude, what's up? Every once in a while, though, the other dog's person doesn't get this. Right? So all of a sudden, I've got Stormtrooper Steve marching up, pointing an accusing finger at this outrageous dogful behavior. All the while, oblivious to the exuberant boxer about to knock over his toddler, or the dangerous amounts of fecal bacteria being flushed into the local stream from all that dog poo that hasn't been picked up. Or maybe most worrisome, the border collies and the poodles up in the corner planning a takeover of Seattle in some kind of a canine coup. I mean, what were they thinking naming those dogs? Napoleon and Franco. At the dog park, like everywhere else, we tend to get focused on small things we think we can control. Like that's different than a big thing like climate change. But it isn't. One more time. 3, 2, 1. No. Those powers.
Activate.
Come on, Stormtrooper Steve. Unite with women of a certain age and honorary women of a certain age. Let's use that blow past BS superpower to make some badass change and save the planet. We can do it. One conversation, one relationship at a time. Thank you and good night.
Passing of the mug. Here we go. Fantastic. Let us go to gallery view. Please, everybody, unmute themselves. Turn on your
Lisa!
Hey, Jaegerette! Round of applause. Have you had a good time?
Yeah.
Fantastic.